Hi everyone, it's Kristen here with another Fabric Friday. I can't believe how quick Fridays seem to come around lately. I have lots of new arrivals and beautiful new fabrics to show you, and the unveiling of our October bespoke box, which was Bewitched. We still have a few of those boxes left. I'm going to show you what was inside and what I made. A really lovely top that I just cannot wait to start wearing as soon as the weather makes its mind up and warms up. This is still a bit chilly here and I've just about had enough of this weather. I really want to start wearing some beautiful spring makes, and I can't wait to start sewing for myself. I'm really thrilled to say I have two dresses down, two frock tails dresses done. Eliza's, which was the Rosalie dress from Mason Fauve, I've just about finished, just putting the invisible zipper in the side, and she's coming over this weekend so I can fit it to her, make sure that my measurements are all correct. And it's always a nervous time when you've made a dress up just from measurements and haven't done any sort of fitting throughout the stages. But I think I've done enough measuring to sort of be safe there, and knowing, looking at the pattern, I think it's come up really nice. I have to say that dress is looking amazing. And Charlotte's dress, which was the Deer and Doe pattern, which was the Lilas dress, is all finished and all hemmed. She's gone and bought herself some shoes. So the girls went shopping last weekend in the city and did some shoe shopping, and they're all sorted out. So that means that I can get started on mine this week. I cannot wait. And because I'm making the Deer and Doe new Mistral pattern, from what I've seen, it's only 4 pattern pieces, so it's going to come together, I'm hoping, really quickly and easily. So then I can get started on some blouse and top making, some spring sewing. I am so missing just sewing for myself without having deadlines. I really hate sewing with a deadline. And sometimes when you're rushing, might be sewing late at night and you start making silly mistakes, and then it's time to put everything away for the night, and then you come to it the next day with fresh eyes. But because we've been so busy in the store, the dressmaking has sort of slowed down a little bit. But I'm so thankful for all the amazing orders we've had. We have just been so flat out in the store, and can't thank you enough for that. So I hope you're all enjoying receiving your parcels. And one thing we did do this week was launch the very first kits called the Make It Mine kits, and we have sold quite a few of them. There are only a handful left, and if you're really interested in making your first ever kit, like to see what's inside, we have 4 different versions. And this is for the Noah, Tilly the Buttons Noah kit, which is a beautiful pattern. It's a pinafore with a zip at the front, but I am going to be making one just into a dress to wear for summer. Love the look of the pattern. It's a nice fitted pinny with princess seams, and we have the lyocell denim and the white lyocell denim. I'm going to show you some pieces I have of that. So this is an indigo lyocell. It's 200 GSM, so it's a really nice sort of mid-weight denim, so not too heavy and chunky, perfect for this time of year in Australia, and has a really nice sort of sheen to it. The lyocell denim is lovely to wear. It's nice and breathable, and that is the indigo color. We also have it in white. This is the white denim. Again, it's the lyocell denim. It's a really lovely soft denim, perfect for dressmaking, shirt making, lightweight pants. I would say if you're going to be making a dress in the white, you may need to wear a slip under it, or maybe think about lining it, just due to being white being a little bit on the sheerer side. But if you wear the right undergarments, I don't think it's going to be a big problem. But it's a really nice weight lyocell denim, and that they come in the kits with the matching zip, so a chunky closed-end zipper. You get matching thread, you get the D rings, a really lovely fusible woven interfacing. Now I've made sure to get the right weight interfacing to be exactly what you need for this pattern, and that will either come in the white or in the black, and it's fantastic. You get a meter of that, so you get the thread, you get a sweet treat as well, so a bicky and a cup of tea. And yeah, so that's also with the Tilly the Buttons physical copy of the Noah pattern, so they've sold really well. If you're wanting a print in the kits, we have the Summer Abroad drill, which is a beautiful Devonstone drill, and this is the Palace Park hedge with the dominant red flower, lovely black background, really nice weight for making something like a dress like that with that chunky zip in the front. Lovely to wear throughout all seasons. The drill is superb quality. The other colorway is the Palace Park lawn. Now this range was designed by the lovely Lindsay Ray, who is, of course, you all know, So To Grow Patterns. Lindsay Ray is our resident Aussie who is actually from Texas, and I think she may be over in the US at the moment. But this range she actually put together last year, and it was so successful, and I just thought it would make a beautiful Noah dress in that kit. So if you're wanting a kit, they are going fast and there's not a lot left there, but I really hope you enjoy doing these kits, because that being a first ever venture, we are never quite sure how things are going to take off, and it's something I think we will do in future, whether we have a new pattern release and we want to sort of promote that and do it in kits, or whether we just decide to put a nice kit together. And a lot of people have really shown interest in these kits, because you do get the right amount of fabric. No matter what size you're making, you get 2.3 meters of fabric, and they're a really wide width. I think the denim's 170 and the drill is 150 wide. And yeah, you get everything there to help you and hold your hand, so you don't have to worry about sourcing all the bits and pieces. So yeah, it's really, really handy. So that is our new release of the Make It Mine kits. So I'm going to show you the box, the bespoke box for Bewitched, which was our October special box. I'll show you that at the end of this, just in case you haven't got yours in the mail yet, or you haven't unwrapped it. I don't want to spoil the surprise, so I'll let you know at the end of this when I'm going to show all of that. There are still a few left, and I know a lot of you are going to want this when you see the fabric, because that's usually what happens. So what else has been happening? This weekend's going to be busy for me, because not only am I finishing off putting Eliza's zip in, maybe cutting out my frock tails dress, we're starting to package together the rest of our advent calendars to be shipped off at the end of next week and the start of November, because I think a lot of you are really excited about that. And yeah, Phoebe and I have come up with a bit of a thing for our Vlogmas this year. We're going to be doing a couple of advent calendars, ones that we've sourced from local indie companies, and we're also going to be putting together an advent calendar for each other, just for some little bits and pieces, because we don't really want to have to unbox our advent calendar, because I think we kind of already know what's in it, so it's not the same surprise. But I'm sure there's many vloggers that will be doing that exact thing. I know Hayley and Deb usually do that. So yeah, that's really exciting, because I love doing Vlogmas, and a lot of you love to watch just what goes on day to day behind the scenes. And yeah, it's going to be really fun this year. So let's firstly talk about new arrivals in store. Now, the big one for me was a really exciting launch of Miss Morsby's Otherworldly range. And as you all know, Sarah, who is the face behind Miss Moresby, a wonderful Aussie artist that has this most gorgeous prints. Absolutely love her artwork, and for her to put it all on fabric now is just amazing. And I did mention to Sarah when she was asking about stockers overseas that I could recommend, and I did say to her I will definitely find out if Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door would be interested, because I think she will. And it was great to see Andrea had received her range of Miss Moresby's in. So if you're over in the UK and you want this range, you're going to love to see that Andrea's got a few of those designs in as well. So this is her beautiful range, of course, from last time around, but the new ones that have just come in, we've got 3 of them. The one up the top here, I'm going to show you in a smaller piece because it's quite heavy. I have actually cut myself off a couple of meters because I really, really love this one, and it is so unique and so different. But I'm very much every time I see a seascape or images to do with the ocean, maybe being a Cancerian, I think it really appeals to me. This one's called Sandy Seas, and I really love the background color of this. It's a taupey neutral color background, but you've got all the coral and the beautiful like sea garden aesthetic there. And I'm just going to hold up so you can see exactly what I mean. Beautiful drape, and of course it's 55% linen, 45% cotton. Really gorgeous quality. And on the selvage, you'll see that Miss Moresby has got her little signature there. But I just love that one. The Sandy Sea, I haven't decided what I'm making with it, but I really am enjoying lighter base things lately. I mean, I don't know, it's just maybe getting older. I'm tending more towards lighter base, especially for this time of year. I do always love a black based bright floral. I'm very drawn to it, but I'm also really enjoying wearing lighter base things, especially when it's got pops of blue, and blue is really, really calling to me lately. I just think it's stunning. So that is the Sandy Sea. And of course, you can make anything beautiful with that, like a dress, a shirt, or maybe a long line wrapped skirt. A bias cut skirt would be beautiful. I just can imagine that in so many things. Maybe the new About Town pop-over blouse by Pattern Emporium would also be beautiful. You could make that in a dress as well, but that is for me, and I put that aside, so I can't wait to make something beautiful with that. And I always like to get Miss Moresby's linen cottons because I know that you all love sewing with your linen blends. Personally, for me, it is my go-to for summer. It's breathable. It washes really, really well. Last year, I made, I think, 3 different things with her first ranges. I made a dress from our Christmas box, which was a beautiful pattern scout dress. I'll put a pic up. It's the Ella dress. I made that with the cotton poplin, which was from our Christmas market box that we did. Also made a second-hand shop, I think it was that print, in a celestial dress by Pattern Fantastique. And then I made a beautiful yellowy creamy colour lead light, I think that the print was called. I made that into a style arc dress. Now it was the Montana dress, I think, with a button front, and the Montana extension pack allows you to do the button front. But that's a great pattern if you want a nice skirt that's not too much gathering and no tears, simple and looks really lovely on. You can see I'm a huge fan. I also made a top with the rooftop garden print, which I love, and I'm going to probably have to do a bit of adjusting on that. I've lost a little bit of weight since last year, and a lot of my tops there need a little bit of running in, but they're the kind of things that, you know, boxy tops are very easy to do that, but really love that sort of mockery chocolatey print. What else do we get in this new range? This, I'm going to reach up here, is reminiscent, I would say, of the secondhand shop aesthetic, but it's called OG Patchwork. And this would make the most divine spring summer dress. It just makes you happy to look at it. The print on this is incredible, and it looks like patchwork, but you can see there's hints of the other prints. Like that is the lilac garden print, which we have up here. You could easily mix and match a lot of the prints in with this. I love the cobalt blue and the sunshine yellow and the daisies. I think really make it with this beautiful, you've got the spots, you've got all the different patchwork designs there, and it's just absolutely stunning. So definitely, if you haven't made a celestial dress from Pattern Fantastique and you want something to show off a print without breaking it up, it's sort of like a trapeze style dress, just with a sleeveless design, but really gorgeous. But again, that pop-over shirt would be incredible in that as well from Pattern Emporium. Even a little tank top style like the Ashton from Helen's Closet, I should say, would be gorgeous. And I know she has that Ashton top and Donovan skirt, which is a really cute little co-ord set. Or the yellow top from Closet Core, great little boxy top as well. But I love the thought of co-ord sets because I tend to wear tops more than anything. And whenever I've made something in a dress, I get to a certain time of the year, I think, if I had made that into a 2-piece co-ord, I could have been wearing that top with the jeans or vice versa. But look, nothing shows off a print like a stunning dress. But really, it's sometimes the hardest thing is to think of which pattern to make to do the fabric justice. If you love a deep background, this is called Saturdays, and it's a lovely ink midnight navy background with these beautiful, intense and rich colors. That pop of fuchsia there is amazing, and it's got her really distinct design, plants and pots. Such a stunning print that really makes you happy, doesn't it? I think that is a really gorgeous skirt. And if you're wanting something toned down, why not think about making like a bias cut or an A-line skirt? Something like the Soften Studios Clo skirt would be beautiful, or just one of maybe the Pattern Emporium Easy Does It skirts. A great pattern, you've got lots of options there, and then you can tone it down with just a simple little t-shirt or tank top. It's always really comfortable. A skirt is just so handy in the wardrobe. Then you can layer it with like a little denim jacket as well, or even a knit top if the weather's cooling down a little bit. But I love this. I also think it would make it amazing tilling the buttons at Noah dress, and we will be restocking the patterns. Our standalone patterns have sold out at the moment, so pop your name on the wait list for those if you're wanting one. I'll be getting them in shortly. But that is a stunning print. It's called Saturdays. Beautiful quality. Think about when you're washing, hand washing, cool cycle, try not to hang it in direct sunlight because that always protects the color if it's not in direct sunlight, and no tumble drying. The more you look after these kind of fabrics, the longer they will last, and the quality is beautiful in this linen cotton range. I forgot to mention what I'm wearing. This is a beautiful Cousette fabric called Epic. We still have some left. It's the most beautiful fabric to sew with. It's a viscose crepe. I made the itch to stitch Clement top, perfect little smock style top. You can do heaps of different options, short sleeve, the long one, the mid sleeve there. You can do the tie back or button back, and it is a fabulous, easy pattern you can have whipped up in no time. And I love wearing mine just with a pair of jeans, and if it's cooler, pop a cardigan or a little jacket over it, but it's a really perfect style blouse for this time of year. I love this style kind of boho print with the sort of florals and a bit of patchworking, but it's really my kind of color. I love the intense sort of oranges and the greens, a little bit of black in the background, but really pretty little top. And talking about Cousette, you may remember last week I did talk about our new Divines, or the Divines range, which was coming in. We only had half of it in. The rest of it has arrived. So anyone that had kind of pre-ordered that, it's all on its way to you now. And I am just in awe of how beautiful this collection is. So last week we showed you the magic spell, the purple and the green, and the constellation. And this week we have the beautiful oracle print, which is just a stunning fabric. A blouse with a big drapey statementy sleeve would be incredible, but also like something like a puff sleeve blouse would be gorgeous, or something with an open neck. Maybe even the lyrical blouse from Pattern Emporium would see that with those gorgeous big sleeves, or the Spill the Tea be another beautiful little blouse to make with this. This fabric is divine. You can see the collection's called Divine. You can see why, because the color, the richness of the purples, the plums and the greens and teals, black background, beautiful viscose fabric. And I am really excited to see what everyone will be making with this collection. As a whole, it all pieces together so beautiful. Every piece complements each other as well, which is always really nice. The rest of the range that came in with it. Now, I love black lace. When I saw this in the collection, I just thought, oh my goodness, I love the look of this. I can even imagine a duster. So if you didn't want to make a blouse because of the see-through nature of the lace, do that. It's a cotton blend lace, so it's really lovely. It has a really nice density to it. So not a thin lace in the least. It's quite a good substance to it. Has a really nice drape. I'm just going to try and open it up so you can have a good look at it. And has a really lovely scalloped edge as well, which is handy if you're wanting to showcase that at the bottom of a garment. But really gorgeous fabric. Black lace is just so classic and beautiful to wear. But because of the cottony sort of blend, the nice substance in it, you could definitely sew up something like a shirt and maybe just wear a black bra or a black cami underneath. Could be an overlay for a dress as well, which would be beautiful. If you wanted to put a slip or line it, you could do that as well. But I can really see something like a duster for over the top. You've got the Cousette, the Machette duster, which would be beautiful as well as something like a blouse. Stunning belladonna lace from Cousette, really gorgeous. If you love checks, we've got the Salem cotton blend check, really gorgeous, vibrant royal purple check. Would make an amazing shirt, maybe even something like the Botano shirt, or the Dejette pattern from Cousette would also be beautiful. Again, the About Town pop over top from Pattern Emporium would also be gorgeous. Classic button through shirt, I think something you can always have in the wardrobe, because you can layer it. You can have it undone over a tank top if the weather is warming up. I think button through shirts are one of my most worn garments in the wardrobe, and I can never get enough of them because I can wear them all year round. And they're just a nice classic and simple design. They've also got the beautiful cotton blend velvets. Now, don't forget, when you're sewing with a velvet, you've got to look at the nap of the fabric. So make sure you're cutting your pieces all in the same direction. You're sewing in the same direction, because the way velvet works has a pile. And if you make sure that you don't cut it all opposite ways around. And in the past, yes, I've done it with velvet, I've done it with corduroy, and it's a mistake that you never make twice, because to go to all that hard work and have your fabric look two different colours where the seams are is just heartbreaking. This does have a little bit of stretch, which is fantastic. So that's really handy. And I think something like a blazer, maybe a Mason Faux mimosa blazer would be amazing. And this, a classic black velvet blazer over maybe a lace cami is always a great look. But this kind of thing is also perfect for skirts if you're wanting to make a nice pencil skirt as well. There's lots you can do with velvet. So that's the black. And we also have it in the Mystic Green, which is such a lush and sort of earthy colour. Beautiful with all the other prints as well. Look at that green. It's just divine. And I'll never forget, I had a, I think it was my husband's 21st birthday. So I would have been like 18 at the time. And I worked with a beautiful lady called Carol. If you're watching, Carol, hello. I hope you're well. And Carol was my first boss when I worked at Suzanne back many years ago. And she was the same age as my mum back then. So it was like having two mums. And I, worked in retail, and I saw, I think I saw somewhere in a magazine a velvet dress and with a sweetheart neck, and I really wanted to replicate that, but couldn't find it in a shop anywhere. And Carol offered to make one for me, and we found a burgundy velvet very similar to this with a tiny hint of stretch, and she made it from a pattern and it was all fully lined as well. And I'll never forget how amazing I felt having something tailored for me, because I wasn't confident enough to sew up something quite that beautiful back then, especially handling a fabric like velvet. But when you see, it's just putting pattern pieces together, and I think anyone could sew with velvet because it is a cotton base, so it's actually quite nice to sew with. I'll put a pic up if I can find it of me and Joe back in 1990. That would have been, and of course had the perm and everything. But that burgundy velvet dress, I think I kept that because it's just very special to me. And yes, thanks Carol for making that. And yet Carol became a good friend of mine, and I've known her for many years now. But it's great when you meet people through work and you still keep in contact years later. But yeah, I was always very grateful for her, and watching her on the sewing machine she was very skilled. That's that beautiful Mystic Green velvet from Cousette. Now, because I ordered the fabrics for our Tilling the Buttons at Noah Make It 9 kits, I decided to do another order for the summer broad range, which we had in last year, and it was so successful. And I know that this is probably all they had left at Devonstone. So I decided to grab the rest of the collection because I know you guys loved this, and we only got it in once last year and it sold out very quickly. And we really got it for some great prices. So you'll see there's the rayons, we've got the cotton jerseys, and we've got the linen cotton blends, all designed by Lindsay Ray from Sew to Grow. The Summer Abroad collection, it was just beautiful last year, and a lot of you missed out, so I decided to get it back in again. The first one here that's already selling really well is the Salzburg, and this is in the sky color, a beautiful turquoise blue with that pop of pink. Absolutely stunning when you see it, especially sewn up in the dresses there that Lindsay Ray has shown off. A really lovely quality viscose or rayon, and it's just beautiful, made up something for summer. And a lot of you love your bright and vibrant prints for this time of year. A wrap dress in that would be incredible. Maybe something like the Luella skirt from Tilly and the Buttons would also be beautiful in that as well. And the other colorway we have in that is the lilac. So again, the Salzburg in the lilac. I think, yeah, that's another one that Lindsay Ray has on in the pics to promote it, and it just looks so beautiful on her. Such a pretty color. It's in between the pink and the lilac, a good mix of both, but a pop of the orange there, and you've got your beautiful floral, the poppies and the delphiniums there. Really lovely, gorgeous color, and very vibrant for this time of year, but that would make an amazing dress. I can even see that in a long line tiered maxi dress would be beautiful in that. Yes. Drill is also fabulous, and don't forget you can make things like bag making in drill fabric as well, as we've had people buy that for pants making. We've also got the cotton linen still left in the meadow, which has been very popular in the past as well. But I was lucky enough to get hold of the beautiful Cornwall Seaside, and I think Cornwall Sunset. Now I think this is the Seaside one with the beautiful blue and green together, and that myth of blue and green should never be seen is absolutely wrong, because look how incredible that looks together. It's one of my favorite color combinations, the blue and the green, and if you get it right, it just looks so fresh and vibrant and perfect for summer. And of course, this is the linen cotton blend, beautiful for making things like summer dresses and shirts, and has a really lovely structure, but also a little bit of drape as well. And this is the Cornwall Sunset, and I know a lot of you love this combination together. It is the vibrant corally watermelon orange color with the lilac-y pink, and I think it just looks amazing as well. So really nice breathable fabrics for sewing with, and that nice bit of structure. Then we have the beautiful Palace Park Hedge cotton jersey. Amazing quality jersey, perfect for t-shirts and t-shirt dresses, maybe a little long sleeve top like the boat neck top from Wardrobe by Me, but perfect for t-shirts this time of year. Love the Tammy Handmade t-shirt, and I've totally just forgotten the name of it. I'll put a pic up so you can see. It's the easiest, quickest t-shirt, and I think I've got about 4 or 5 in the wardrobe, and I really am wanting to make one of these in it as well. But really nice, lovely, soft cotton jersey. We've got it for a fantastic price as well, and they've got fabulous stretch both ways. Stretch, yeah, so that's a really lovely one for all of your summer knit makes. And look, it is very hard to find good cotton jersey knits. When I see a cotton jersey I can get hold of that's got a really nice vibrant print, I always make sure to get for you guys, because I know a lot of you do love sewing your knits. And that is the Palace Park Lawn colorway. So the same as the drill that we have in the Noah kits, but this is the cotton jersey. So very, very soft, washes beautifully. And of course, don't forget to wash cotton jerseys before you sew them up, because of that little bit of shrinkage. So it's always good to get that done first. We also are very happy to hear that an order we made from Stoff will be coming in the next couple of weeks. We put quite a big order through many months ago. It takes so long to get here to Australia. We're getting some beautiful viscose jersey knits and also some cotton jersey knits. So they'll be about 2 to 3 weeks away, because I know how popular they are, because people do love sewing with some lovely jersey knits this time of year. So I'm going to go and grab the top that I made for the bespoke box, which was Bewitched. So if you don't want to see that now, I'll see you next time. But if you want to hang around, I'm going to go and pop on the top I made to show you. Like that, I'm back. Look at this gorgeous top. Now this fabric was from our Bewitched box. I absolutely love this. It's a geometric print. We thought it felt a little bit 60s, a little bit kind of retro, and also the color is divine. It's got a beautiful vibrant purple and black and white print, very fresh and very bold, but I thought it looked perfect in this top, which is the Pattern Emporium Spill the Tea top. I am so in love with this pattern, and I really want to make more. Of course, this is the cap sleeve version. You don't need much fabric to make this either. It really comes together quite nicely. I made the size 12, and I wear my tie a bit looser and longer, but you can actually do it like a pussy bow style neck. I'll put some pics up so you can see. But really great little top. Fantastic, because I love a cap sleeve. When it starts getting hot here in Australia, I find that I'm just overheating. I need something a bit cooler, and I like the fact that it covers my shoulders as well, because the sun gets quite strong here and I try and protect my skin where I can. But love this. Absolutely lovely pattern, great instructions, and it's got the ability to do lots with the tie, lots of different sort of features with how you want to tie it. You can lengthen it into a dress as well. So perfect pattern, Spill the Tea. And of course our customers got 20% off that pattern for if they purchase the box. Inside the box, which we have some left still if you're wanting to get this box, I wouldn't hang around too long because they are just about all gone. And we have our little witchy broomstick. This is the box. Now you can see I've just ripped that one open. We've got the card, of course, Samantha on her broomstick, Bewitched. You also would have received a sticker which is God forbid women have hobbies. I know Deb loved that one. Then you've got your Junie licorice, of course. Junie, fabulous little town in New South Wales, and they've got a chocolate factory, and they've got this amazing organic licorice. I love licorice, and I know some people aren't a fan, but you either love it or you hate it, and it's just that thing I was willing to take a risk on because I know that a lot of you are going to love that. Got a Twinings Darjeeling tea. You've got your Midnight Melt, which smells incredible, and a little sticker magic inside. Then we've got our Metricine Thread popular, little black color, and that purple fang. Now this little gadget is incredible. It's great. It's so many uses. It has this little stiletto kind of heel on the bottom, which is great for feeding things under your machine needle. You can, you know, poke ends and corners out with it, that type of thing. It's a great little device. I was so thrilled when I could get hold of these. I think it matched the whole thing properly. And there's either 2.5 or 3 meters of the beautiful fabric as well. It's a gorgeous box. I know a lot of you really loved it. I'm always trying to find fabrics a little bit unusual, a little bit different. And next month's theme is going to be a beautiful one. Of course, November we do our Christmas box. We always do it a month early because we kind of have it, the Christmas theme and the fabric that can be worn on Christmas Day if you like something a little bit more with a festive vibe there, but nothing novelty, of course. Elegant style of fabric. That box is going to have some incredible gifts from some beautiful independent female-owned makers. So I really hope you can buy one of those. That'll be the second weekend of November that we launch that. And I know that you're going to want to make something for Christmas Day out of it. But yeah, that is all happening next month. And yeah, so it's all go here in the store. I've been doing so much printing for Kate's new About Town pattern, which of course a lot of you are loving on A0 because it is quite a big pattern. And of course I've been telling people, you know, they only want to print certain pages, they can do that, or certain sizes. But yeah, it looks like one of her most popular patterns ever, and I can see why. It's one that I definitely want to make myself. I've got fabric ready. I just need to get a bit of time to start sewing mine up. But yeah, really happy with this spilled tea. I just think she can do no wrong, Kate, and her Pattern Emporium patterns are one of our favourites and also our customers' favourite patterns. Thanks for all the love as well on the last vlog, which of course was new October patterns. A lot of you enjoyed that. Those once a month roundups of new indie patterns are always our most popular. So I really appreciate all the views that's been getting, the thumbs up, and of course the new subscribers too. So thank you so much for all the love there. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Make sure if you haven't signed up to our newsletter that you do that, because that way you get to hear about new fabrics that launch before anyone else does. And I would love to hear in the comments below what you're sewing and what you've loved from these collections today. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you all next week. Bye for now.